On this episode, The Inferno, a family's dream home destroyed. We'll take you inside their journey. Plus, the new weapon against the flames, you won't believe what it's made from. And smart adhesives, the sensors transforming production and manufacturing. Then, how outdated classrooms are being converted into innovation labs and turning students into inventors. Lastly, we'll find out what careers are on the horizon. It all starts now. This is TWT Report. Welcome to TWT Report, where we look at the challenges facing our future and how visionaries plan to solve them. In this episode, we spotlight three pioneers advancing sustainability, essential goods, and next-generation education. They've mastered the art of adhesion, and now they're mastering intelligence. With sensors that prevent downtime and an app that boosts efficiency, this innovator is gluing together the next evolution of smart manufacturing. Next, recess and gym, old subjects. Across America, classrooms are transforming into immersive innovation labs where creativity rules, ideas fly, and young inventors are turning imagination into invention. The future of learning is hands-on, and it's happening now. But first, forest fires seem to rear their ugly heads every year. We'll meet a family who were mid-renovation, dreams taking shape. Then the Southern California Inferno came knocking. In a heartbeat, their forever home was destroyed. We'll take you inside their story. Now, a weapon against the flames. We met up with Paul Espinoza, who will break down how lava rock is being used to innovate a cutting-edge product.
Rockwool was founded in 1937 in Adhesion, Denmark, originally producing stone wool insulation. But since that time, we've expanded into producing a host of other stone wool solutions and have become a global company with operations in North America, Europe, Asia, and other regions. We currently operate 4 manufacturing facilities in North America, 2 in Canada, and 2 in the United States, including the facility we're in today here in West Virginia. A 5th facility in Wallula, Washington, it will help us to better serve the Western United States. That facility will feature large-scale electric melting technology, which is consistent with our sustainability commitments. Rockwool stone wool insulation is made from naturally abundant volcanic rock, and as a result, it's non-combustible and fire-resistant. It has excellent thermal and acoustic performance, it's water repellent, and it's exceptionally durable and will last decades without losing its effectiveness. Natural stones that are the basis for our products are quarried and transported to our facilities. They're checked for quality and blended in precise proportions. This ensures consistency and high performance in the finished stone wool fibers. Once ready, the mix is fed into a furnace at approximately 2,700 degrees Fahrenheit, where it's melted and transformed into various Rockwool insulation products for residential, commercial, roofing, and OEM applications. After the stones are melted, the spinning process rapidly transforms the molten rock into fine hair-like fibers, much like how a cotton candy machine spins sugar. The spinning step is crucial because it creates the unique fiber structure that gives our products their exceptional thermal, acoustic, and fire-resistant properties. Once the molten rock is cooled, the stone wool is collected on a conveyor, layered to the desired thickness, then cured in an oven to set its shape and density. After curing, the material is precisely cut into bats or boards, allowing us to tailor products for different building and industrial applications. Finally, the products are packaged, palletized, and prepared for shipment. We strive to conserve natural resources across every aspect of our production process. Some of our initiatives include capturing and treating stormwater, recycling processed water, and reintroducing internal waste wool back into production. As wildfires become more prevalent across North America, we're doing our part to help safeguard people, property, and communities. Because our products are made from stone, they're able to withstand temperatures over 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit without releasing toxic smoke or contributing to flame spread. This helps to safeguard lives, protect property, and preserve the environment.
Now, a story of loss and resilience. Let's meet a California family whose home was destroyed by wildfires. But amid the ashes, they discovered a lifeline.
My name's Daniel.
My name's Mercedes. We are from Altadena, California. And this is a story of how the wildfires changed our lives forever. We have two daughters, a 4-year-old and an 8-year-old, and we purchased this house when I was 8 months pregnant with our second daughter. Once we had our second daughter, we decided to renovate.
In the process of building and designing, we dove into explored more about building science because we were interested in creating a healthier home that would be very durable and last a lifetime. It was important to us that we protected against mold or water damage and other things, and that led us to products like Rockwool insulation. Before this fire, there was a pretty terrible windstorm. I was actually installing Rockwool insulation for one section of the roof, and I was able to complete it by the time the power went out. I think by the time we realized that our home was probably in the path of the fire was when it had probably already burned to the ground. As I was driving up, it was pretty clear that home after home was burned to the ground, so I hadn't had any expectation that ours might still be standing. The first thing that did stick out to me once we got out of the car and surveyed everything was seeing this pile of Rockwool insulation that was in our driveway that seemed like it was unaffected by the fires, but was still surprising that even the pallets that they were sitting on, the plastic they were wrapped in, was completely gone.
Going through this tragic experience and realizing that the Rockwool insulation was still sitting in our driveway, still in the middle of our build, it gives us so much confidence. We made the right choice during our renovation to choose Rockwool insulation. And now that we're rebuilding, we're so confident that Rockwool insulation is what we want to have inside and around our homes. It's such a powerful product for the whole building system, choosing non-combustible materials and designing homes in ways that they can resist fires and be healthy for generations.
Coming up next, we'll look at products that have gone from preventive to predictive and what that means for tomorrow's world. Welcome back. Next, we're diving into the world of adhesives, products that help hold our lives together, from everyday consumer products to high-tech industrial solutions. Henkel's Loctite Pulse is revolutionizing industrial maintenance with real-time monitoring of equipment from anywhere around the world. Let's catch up now with Tom Buckley from Henkel.
In industrial manufacturing and process industries, there was a big maintenance challenge with vibrational loosening of mechanical fasteners. And Loctite branded thread lockers were created to solve that challenge. And that helped customers go from a reactive maintenance to a more preventative maintenance style so they could extend the life of their equipment and extend the time between the failures. What's driven us to move towards smart technology is that we want to now monitor those pieces of equipment so that we can move from preventative to predictive. And what we've done with our smart technology is to use sensors and data analytics so that we can catch those failures early or even predict some of the common failures before so that you can plan your maintenance procedures out ahead of time. Sensors will collect data about your critical assets. And it will look at the data over time. And when it sees a problem in the data, it will start to predict what the failure is and what the solution could be. We have a web-based app which shows you the raw data, shows you the trends, but then interprets it for you. And then there's a piece of IoT equipment which is collecting the data and sending the data to the cloud. And so we will typically be monitoring your equipment 24/7, sending the data as needed to the app so you can see it. The last part of the installation is you setting up your plant on our Loctite Pulse app so that you can see where your sensors are, which pieces of equipment have it, and then you'll be able to immediately find the failure when it happens on the app because it will tell you with your equipment's name, your building names, and you can target where that failure came.
Loctite Pulse enhances plant efficiency by detecting failures early, reducing downtime, and improving overall safety.
Henkel's Loctite Pulse is a suite of solutions in IoT, or in Internet of Things. And so we have a rotating equipment monitoring solution, which uses vibration and ultrasound and a host of other sensing parameters. We're able to recognize patterns and see failures much sooner than you could with a walk-around inspection or waiting for the failure. We also have a solution called Smart Flange, which is a leak detection sensor package. And so the Smart Flange solution has a sensor that reacts to liquid hydrocarbons. So this is a solution that's really important in the oil and gas industry. And when a leak happens, the sensor will alert you right away. And typically these flanges and pipes are in really tough areas to get to. They could be wrapped in insulation. So a leak can start and go for days or weeks and even months before it's even noticed. So the Loctite Pulse sensor will catch that leak and we'll be able to alert somebody in real time and they can react to it quickly before the big spill happens. And then the third solution that we have is called Smart Steam Trap. This is a solution that's monitoring steam traps in a steam system, which are a device that help take condensate out of the steam system and make it run more efficiently. Because it's very difficult to see that a steam trap is broken. And the issue that we see with it is if the steam trap has failed, it can be releasing a lot of steam and the boiler system has to generate more to keep up. And that's a really big inefficiency from an overall energy point of view. And from a sustainability point of view, also hurts on the CO2 footprint of the plant. Henkel's Loctite Pulse solutions are targeting overall plant efficiency and trying to keep equipment running and prevent catastrophic failures. Catching these failures early so that you can plan the maintenance, have the right people and the right equipment there, and do it as efficiently as possible. With this type of data, a customer can prepare in a much better way. They can do the repair quicker, more efficiently, and in a safer way. And overall, that's going to save time and money when it relates to the maintenance effort, but also plant downtime, which is the big topic. Henkel has a technical support team that's there from installation all the way through to maintenance of your assets. That relationship is important to us, and we're there with you every step of the way using Loctite brand solutions and Loctite Pulse.
What comes to mind when you think of a classroom? Coming up next, we'll explore educational ecosystems fueling creativity in schools across America. Schools across the country are turning outdated libraries and classrooms into jaw-dropping innovation labs that spark creativity, boost STEAM and STEM learning, and have students running toward the classroom. Let's learn more now from Tom Motter at Invention Land Education.
We see a lot of schools that are taking older spaces like media centers that have been libraries and looking at those and seeing that they are just outdated. They don't serve the needs of the school or the district today. And what we've brought to them is a way to take that space or take their spaces and turn them into a really creative learning environment, an immersive learning space. We actually take time with all of the stakeholders in the school that are going to be using the space to understand exactly what their needs are. So what are you going to teach in this space? What kind of innovation? What kind of STEAM classes? What kind of STEM classes? Do you have career pathways in your school today for esports or robotics? And so we will design spaces with you that serve the needs of the specific things you're focused on in your career pathways and that are immersive and creative and sort of have built around the space that sense of whatever you're working on supports that. And first thing we want to know is what you're going to teach in here, what grade students are going to be in the classroom, and what outcomes you're looking for. And then our design team goes to work in the back end with that information in collaboration with your team to build out those spaces. We turn existing classroom spaces from the basic square rectangular beige box into something that's very immersive and attracts students' attention into an environment that they're not accustomed to. It's something that's exciting, something that creates a wow. The first time it's seen by the administrators, by the teachers, more importantly by the students, and even the community members, there's this sense of wow, this is unbelievable. This is absolutely unbelievable. They haven't experienced anything like this in a school before. We design classrooms on all 3 levels of the K-12 schools. When we design an elementary school lab, we're actually thinking more about natural environments like trees and clouds and things that young children actually are very, very excited to be around. And when we get to middle school and high school, it's more career path directed. So if they're studying, if they're going to do robotics classes in this space, we'll build some artwork and some furnishings around robotics. And it's also a venue for professional development for teachers and also for the community to use. Not only are these spaces used by the school staff, but it becomes a meeting place for the community as well. And it creates a sense of pride in the community for what their school is doing to really support learning. And our education system is catching up to that now. And Innovation Labs is a core piece of providing environments where students want to be in and learn those skills. The key elements of Invention-Land education are creating environments that open the creative minds of students to do STEAM and STEM work in the classroom and actually attract them to do that work. It's also a company that provides training to teachers. The students really love to do STEAM and STEM work. Sometimes it's educators and teachers that are a little uncomfortable because the students are actually doing the work themselves.
When we return, we'll look at how Invention-Land education is incorporating STEM and STEAM curriculum into their inventive classrooms. Welcome back to TWT Report. Let's check back in with Thomas Motter to explore Invention-Land education's curriculum.
The Invention-Land real-world inventing curriculum actually allows students to learn the process of innovation, from taking a problem and learning how to solve that problem. They learn how to actually take what they're working on and be able to communicate it and how to collaborate. And those are probably some of the most important skills that employers look for today. When students come out of their traditional classrooms where they're told not to talk, they're focused on the teacher teaching up in the front, and it's in a square beige box with desks and chairs. The Invention-Land real-world inventing curriculum, it's completely different. They get a chance to interact with each other, they're told to work on their projects. They don't even think of it as homework. If they do take their projects home and they work over the weekends because they're having fun doing what they're doing, they're having fun learning, actually. It's just a completely different feeling for them. And the students come into that classroom full speed running in, and it looks like they're running towards learning. It's just the amazing feeling that the space creates. It used to be their favorite thing to do was lunch or recess. But in the Innovation Lab, it just opens up the creative doors and juices and gets them excited about learning.
Let's look now at developments on the cutting edge in the Horizon Report. So what's on the horizon? In this week's Horizon Report, we're going to focus on tomorrow's careers, your guide to the jobs and careers shaping our future. We connect with executives and CEOs on a daily basis, and they consistently share the same focus, filling critical roles within their organizations. Picture this, by 2030, we could be short over 85 million skilled workers across the world. In the US alone, it is estimated that over 3.5 million STEAM and STEM jobs might simply sit empty by next year. That's a stat that is hard to believe. The challenges? Intense competition erodes skilled teams, with nearly half of EU firms struggling to find digital and STEAM and STEM experts. Specialized roles like AI engineers, robotics pros, and semiconductor specialists are hardest hit, as outdated systems waste pros' time. Not enough graduates are entering the pipeline, leaving high-demand fields like software development with 136,000 annual openings begging for takers. But here's the upside. STEAM and STEM jobs are exploding, projected to grow 11% by 2030. Creating over 800,000 opportunities in the next decade. That's why we're tilting the spotlight to education. From elementary to high school, STEAM and STEM programs worldwide are key to bridging this gap, integrating arts for creativity, AI tools for engagement. By fostering critical thinking early, we're preparing for a diverse, innovative workforce to fill these roles. At TWT Report, we're connecting the dots, helping companies find talent and inspiring educators to ignite the next generation. Want to learn more? Check out resources at tomorrowsworldtoday.com. From Rockwool's fire-safe homes to Henkel Loctite's game-changing technology and Invention Land Education's vibrant classrooms, this episode of TWT Report shows how innovation drives progress. Which story inspired you? Share your thoughts at tomorrowsworldtoday.com. Thanks for watching, and join us next time on TWT Report as we bring you the latest in innovations, science, and technology shaping tomorrow's world.